Hello everybody, this is Maniac4Bricks, and I am here today with set number 70000, Razcal's Glider from Legends of Chima. This was available in, I believe, 2012? 2013. It is ages 7 to 14, has 109 pieces, includes one minifigure Razcal, obviously, and the set originally retailed for about $10 in the United States. It has, did I say it had 109 pieces? Okay, now I've said it. So this is actually a pretty interesting, smaller set from Legends of Chima. It has a raven design to it, and it was in the first wave of Chima sets. I think at that time they only had one or two that were actually based on the Raven tribe, and this actually does have a Raven look to it. It has the front that actually has a nice build to keep the beak held in place, because it is a flexible piece, but also it's on a Technic pin. And it also has these nice wing pieces that were new for the time to move about. So you can either move these independently, or you can even move them back to, together, back and forth like so. You also have this piece on the back to give it like a back tail. And there's also another thing. This weapon that Razcal is holding right here is also shown. You build it at first in the instructions to hold with him or her. I'm not really sure which gender it's supposed to be, but I'm just going to go with he for now, and you can correct me in the comments. This weapon is actually supposed to be split into 3 on the vehicle. I'm not really sure of the in-show purpose of it, or if there's a story purpose of any kind for it, but it is nice to just have a little bit more accent to the back wing, and this little bit to have on the side. It is powered by one piece of Chima, and it also has a few little play functions other than the wings moving. You can also move the back wing and such because of hinges. But you can also move these claw pieces, which work as nice landing gear, so you can have it really far down to really heighten the model from the ground, like so. In fact, if you even move some of these talons, as I should probably be calling them, you can create some nice posability with that, have it in a downward or upward motion just by moving those pieces, or you can even have them all the way down so you can get very low to the ground. There's also another feature on here that has to do with this chain that keeps jumping back and forth. And this actually was an interesting feature I have not seen in a lot of LEGO sets since then or before then. This little bit on the back is something you push forward, or actually push towards the back. This will pop out, and it will allow you to catch someone on a chain. So, if I were to just put Razcal on the ground for a second, I can actually push this, and it'll drop out this chain. So, if you need to pick up somebody, or if you were capturing someone, you could attach them onto this chain. You can actually attach them onto this piece by itself, because they can clip on to the flick-fire piece and carry them away. I'll bring the set back in frame in just a moment. By the way, there are no stickers on this set. I'm actually looking at it a little bit up close, and there are only 2 printed pieces that you can see on the sides. I believe these are supposed to be specifically for the wolf tribe. And as far as controls, it's just a bone, which I kind of find funny because of the tribal nature of these sets, but also it's just a bone. So, very nice little touch there. As far as Razcal himself, again, correct me in the comments if it's a girl. It's actually a cool looking figure. It's kind of hard to tell the Raven figures apart from each other because a lot of them look very similar. There are some very slight differences between the figures, such as the headgear and some of the printing on the legs and arms, but I think the head is probably the one I can identify best apart from other figures, where some other ones may have like a different leg or a different hand. This one also has 2 hands, but some other ones have 2 hands. It doesn't really stand out a lot to me. It's not really one of my more favorite tribes because of that, but it's still an interesting looking figure, at least to give the Raven look on the headgear. And I can quickly look underneath, and you can see how the head looks. And then we have some back printing for the head, so you can create an alternate face. You get more of a scared expression once we put this on. And if we were to take off the shoulder armor, you can see more of the printing there, and see more of the printing out here. This actually looks a lot better, because I did not know until taking this off that he has this little sack of some kind of currency. I want to say gold, but I don't think they have gold in Chima. I'm not really sure. Now, this set is very interesting because it's a $10 set, but it has two, count them, two instruction booklets. And I'm not really sure what the reason is for it. Maybe just to make the build a little bit easier, even though I still consider 100 pieces a relatively simple, simple set for simple building. There isn't really a complex part of building this set, in my opinion. Even for younger audiences, they'll find it relatively easy to build this. This is something that in the show appeared multiple times, and, well, in multiples themselves. Like, there was a fleet of these kinds of flyers. And it's actually a cool thing to obtain multiples of them. They would actually look good in a group. In fact, I could see this fighting between other things like the Eagle Jet Interceptor, which I should probably do a review for that separately. So, it's an okay looking set. There's not a lot of interesting pieces to it, just different ways the pieces are used that make it interesting. I like how the talons are used for the landing gear. I like how the face is created. It actually has some nice sloping along the sides there, too. I like the play feature for it with the chain coming down. You could even use that as a way of obtaining Chima. Chi, because that's they show it on the box art of the set and the instructions of the set. So, there we have it. That's really all I can say about it. But thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below on this set. Did you pick this up when it was out? Do you have any interest in Chima? I know some people don't, some people do. It's a toss-up. So, we'll see you next time with more LEGO videos, possibly other from Legend of Chima, like that Eagle Jet Interceptor I mentioned before. And you'll also check out plenty other LEGO videos on my channel.